As we're standing on the brink of the next municipal election, the country's leading private engineering association has dropped an absolute bomb. We can no longer realistically expect most municipalities to deliver services and maintain their most basic infrastructure. They now openly argue that municipalities have moved beyond the point of no return. This comes just as the National Treasury announced that it will be cutting off funding for almost 70 municipalities across South Africa. And the most shocking part of all of this is that despite the fact that even though the Constitution itself mandates that local municipality governments must provide services and maintain infrastructure, the government itself is now admitting that this cannot be realistically expected in the future and that a complete political overhaul is becoming inevitable in this country. Last week, the National Treasury issued perhaps one of the most profound media statements in its entire history, as it announced that it will be withholding almost 14 billion rands, or nearly $1 billion worth of equitable share transfers to 69 municipalities across all 9 provinces, affecting major metropolitan ANC-led municipalities such as Johannesburg, Nelson Mandela Bay, Manguang, Mfuleni, Buffalo City, as well as 3 IFP-led municipalities. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names in Natal. And very interestingly, 3 DA-led municipalities, Theewaterskloof, Beaufort West and Laingsburg. The National Treasury has argued that this is a necessary measure for enforcing fiscal discipline, addressing persistent financial mismanagement in these specific municipalities, and reducing unauthorized, irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditure. Also improving payment of creditors, as we know many of these municipalities owe a lot of money to, for example, Eskom and the water boards, and ensuring compliance with the Municipal Finance Management Act and Section 216 of the Constitution. This past week, the Minister of Finance, Enoch Godongwana, gave us a glimpse as to why the government has now taken such an extreme measure, and why this might only be the beginning of the standoff between Treasury and your local municipality.
Municipalities owe 1.7 billion rand as at the end of February to pension funds. In other words, they deduct money from the employees of the municipality, but do not transfer that money to the pension fund.
So while municipalities are stealing pension funds and simply fail to pay electricity utilities such as Eskom the billions of rands they owe them, the National Treasury has finally reached the point where it has decided to start cutting the national funding to the municipalities. But it gets much worse. Just yesterday, the South African Institution of Civil Engineering formally issued a warning that the vast majority of municipalities in South Africa are now on the brink of complete infrastructural and service delivery collapse, and that municipalities are simply unable to deliver services that they are constitutionally mandated to do. According to the CEO of the Institution of Civil Engineering, Sekade Payane Shakane, the fact that the Constitution itself delegates the responsibilities for service delivery to municipalities that have become entities that are completely incapable of maintaining infrastructure and even delivering the most basic of services it is legally mandated to do, has effectively placed the country's entire political system in a constitutional conundrum. Think about this. The Constitution says municipalities exist to provide services. Yet now, National Treasury is withholding billions because these municipalities cannot manage their own finances. And at the exact same time, South Africa's leading engineers are raising the alarm about other municipalities no longer being able to maintain the most basic infrastructure. In other words, the government model we have is no longer working. And all of this is happening as we are just over 3 months away from the next municipal election in this country. And the hard reality is that this latest standoff between the national government and the country's collapsing municipalities should really open up the eyes of the voters in this country. It should, but the reality is that by now we know that it won't. What can happen in the next municipal election, though, as we have recently highlighted here on this channel in another video, is that the ANC, EFF and MK voters can simply opt to stay away from the polls and enjoy an extra holiday, spending time with their family and friends and maybe even having a little bit of a party. If this happens at such a large scale, then some of the municipalities in which our people live may see a new, more fiscally responsible government replacing a corrupt one. Yet, the excruciating reality is that even if this happens, and even if you can somehow manage to get a party such as the Democratic Alliance or even the Freedom Front Plus to take control of your local municipality, the debt burden built up over the years and the collapsing infrastructure after 30 years of mismanagement are not problems that will disappear overnight. Now, I'm not saying going out to vote for a ward councillor which you trust is a bad thing necessarily. It may be a really good thing, but the reality is that the only way towards working to a sustainable future for our people is to demographically consolidate in strategic areas so that we can take control of our own destiny and, by the grace of God, carve out a future for our own children in this country. But this entails more than just doing things ourselves. It also obviously includes taking sustainable control of local governments through electing representatives that we do trust. Yet we must understand that this is only the beginning. It is only a stepping stone in laying the foundations for future self-determination of our people, for example. That is the goal we should always keep in the back of our mind throughout everything we do in order to better this country. The work that we are doing here on this channel, the research we are doing, whatever you do that is simply not for yourself but for the greater good of society, whatever you do, you must keep in the back of your mind that the best solution for us is, at the end of the day, self-determination. Because as South Africa's constitutional model of government is now being declared unworkable by the sheer incompetence of the people selected to run the municipalities by both the National Treasury as well as by South Africa's leading civil engineering association, we can no longer ignore the fact that complete independence from not only the ANC, but the entire so-called government of national unity and the whole system that is breaking this country apart and that is collapsing under its own weight must be our aim. These are the kind of strategies that are needed, but you will only hear them here on this channel. And this is exactly why we on this channel and at the Willem Petscher Group exist, and why our community keeps fighting for all of us every single day. Our fight is your fight, and you can strengthen us in this fight by becoming a supporter of the Willem Petscher Group today. Simply follow these easy steps on the banner below and sign up as a member. We are in this fight to change the hearts and minds of people so as to liberate us from the enchantment of this rainbow pipe dream concept and to rethink the future of our people and all the peoples of South Africa altogether. This process will not be painless, but ultimately it is the only way forward. As we contemplate the process of retaking control of our own communities, we remain committed to exploring and researching a wide variety of potential political models that could serve us in the fight for self-determination and for a better future for our children going forward. One example of this is one recent study on this phenomenon that we did at the Willem Petscher Group of private cities in Central America and how that concept can be exported here to South Africa. You can check out that full report by clicking on this link appearing on your screen right here. We do believe you will benefit a lot from the information shared on that video. And if you watched this video all the way till the end, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate those of you that watch our videos, the full video, and we want to thank every one of you for your interest and support. You are already part of the solution, and we also want to thank each and every one of our supporters that are already paid members. Goodbye, and God bless every single one of you.